everybody, and welcome to another video. In this video, it's just going to be another update, and I'm sorry that I haven't actually been uploading any update videos. I can't remember what my last one was. I remember what it was. It was that thing about Air Tycoon 4 starting up again. I think it was about a week ago, if I can remember correctly. But the thing was that I was thinking that I hadn't got anything to update you on. So that's why I haven't been doing them since I recorded that one. Like straight after I recorded it, I was thinking, is there anything else I can update? Could I record like another update video in advance or something? Because it was right in the morning, and usually that's what I think. I was like, what can I record? Because I didn't have anything else planned for them, like any videos on backup. So yeah, I was just thinking, oh, what should I record? The update? No, can't like that. Then I just put that aside and didn't do anything. And then I just did all my other stuff. And then I was just thinking now, oh yeah, I've done an update video. And I was trying to think what to do it, and I was like, oh yeah, I didn't do it because there was nothing really to update you on. So what I'm going to be telling you is some of the funny things that have happened in my life. So when I say that, I'm not going to say like what things have happened like since my last update video, what things have happened since I started YouTube. I'm going to say some. I'm going to do things like all of them across my life. The ones that I've been thinking of. Because I just recorded the video before, and then I just messed up completely, and yeah, I've had to record it again now. I nearly finished that, and it was really annoying. So yeah, this is my second take at it. So the first thing, so the first thing I'm going to tell you about is on this was on the week that we left school for half term. That was our sponsored walk week that we did at Blackling Hawk. It was nothing related to the Adventures with Bird that I did. It was nothing to do with that. So, the week before then, in our PE lesson, we were taught, me and my friends on the D night, we were going out and we were just asking our PE teacher, like, where are we for our PE lesson? Because he usually stays in there, make sure everyone gets changed and gets out, and then everyone where they are, they just wait, like in there or outside there or whatever. So then we were told to go to the sports hall. We're like, oh okay, and I thought everyone was going to be in there, but I thought some people were in there, and the people that were outside were about to go in, because me and Zombie D-Night kind of raced each other to go into the sports hall. Now when we got there, well, about 5 feet before the door, Zombie D-Night stopped. And there was another guy who I'm not actually going to name. His name's going to be Barry, just for the purposes of the video. So Barry was standing there, and he was like, oh, what's he doing? Oh no. And you'll find out what the oh no means in a second. So Zombie D-Night hung back like 5 feet before the door. He stopped. I didn't see the reaction on his face, so I can't tell you that. But I carried on rushing in. I didn't know he stopped. So bear that in mind. I was still rushing in, and I was like, yay, I've won! And then I just looked behind me, he wasn't there, he was outside, and then I looked in front, and then there was these year 11s, having a meeting, and then they were all like, hooray! And I was like, oops. And I walked out, Zombie D-Night was in hysterics, and Barry was just like, I was gonna tell you, but no, I'm not, I just didn't think that I was gonna... it was like, what was he like? I can't remember. Oh yeah, he was like, I was going to tell you, but I couldn't really be bothered, and besides, you were going too quick for me, and I'm just like, yeah, of course you were. He said that in a very, very loudly sarcastic tone, so that's one of my stories. The second one actually happened the day before the sponsored walk, so this is like 2-3 days after the story that I've just told you. We were in geography. And we were doing about immigration, and then the teacher said there was this graph between immigration between 1998 and 2007, and then the teacher said, why do you think there's a spike in immigration between 2004 and 2005? And I knew the answer to this. I'm not going to say it because you can try and find that out. I'm not. But the teacher asked that, and then I knew the answer, and everyone else didn't. And then I was about to tell the teacher, and she was like, no, don't tell everyone. I'm going to go by you. You just speak quietly. And when I say speak quietly, bear that in mind, because what I'm about to tell you. So she went she came up to me, so like bent down to my level, and then she said, and she was like, right, tell me. And then I was speaking this quietly, sort of thing. But everybody in the class sort of like leaned their ears towards me, if you know, in that sort of gesture, like towards me, and it was really weird. I was like, right. It was kind of a bit humiliating, kind of pressurizing me, I think. So then I went to I went and started saying it in a quiet tone, and I think like pretty much everyone heard it for some, I don't know how, but apparently so. And then I said it, and then they were like, "Oh yeah, thanks, Ibirdball. Oh, thanks." That's not my actual name, but privacy reasons and all that. So they were just like, "Yeah, thanks." So then they were so then this was like, "No, you were meant to whisper," and I was like, "Well, yeah, you said quiet. You didn't specify whispering, did you?" So that's actually the thing, and I just hit my elbow on my stand, which I use for recording my Xbox videos. Don't know if you heard that. That hurts. I hit my funny bone on my elbow. So I think I've got a few minutes left to tell you guys some stories. I've got like about 4 minutes left. Because my update video is usually 10 minutes long. I'm trying to think of another story. Like, these are just off the top of my head. But those two that I was saying, I did do for the previous recording of the video. So that's how I knew them, like straight off the bat. What's another funny thing? I'll cut back to you when I think of something, and then I will and then I will go ahead and tell you it. So I have just thought of another thing. For you, it may just seem like I was carrying on with the conversation because my tablet is very good cutting. There's actually just a button that I press pause, and then that just cuts it. It's such a good piece of software. I like it. So yeah, this next story is I can't remember when this was. It's probably about 6 months ago now, probably even a little bit more. We'd just come back from shopping, I think. We'd gone to get new school clothes or whatever because we went to get some for Dulu because she was coming into my school, but my mum and dad wanted to beat the crowd. Getting all the school stuff because she was moving up from her junior school to my school. When we went there, we came back, and then I just went up to my room. I hadn't started my channel yet, so there was nothing about that. I wasn't going on my channel, seeing how my views I got or whatever, or subscribers. So I went and I went to go on to Clash of Clans or whatever. And or Air Tycoon 4. No, it wasn't Air Tycoon 4 because I haven't found out about that yet. Yeah, it was probably like Clash of Clans on YouTube or something. I can't remember what I was doing. But I was just setting that up. About 2 minutes later, my mum called me down, and she was like trying to making retching noises, and she was throwing up, and I was like, oh my god, what's going on? Went downstairs, rushed downstairs because when I heard that, she went down. I was in there, and she was like, oh my god, she was like, oh, it stinks in here. Your dad's just done a really smelly fart. Oh, and I couldn't smell it. I was like, I'm not going to go in there if that's that smelly. And I think that stopped me going in there. That might have been the purpose of the joke. I do not know. But I didn't go in there. So I just assumed that I couldn't smell it. Because I wasn't actually in the living room. Because I was just outside it. Because the door was open. I was just looking in. So then, I went, so then she's like, oh yeah, just go into the bathroom and go and get, the oust spray or something like that. I think that's what it's called, just this air freshener. She was like, oh, go get that. And I'm like, okay. So I just rushed in there, then opened the door to see on the toilet. I'm actually just going to show you what I do, because it's just going to be, I think it's going to be a little bit hard to actually explain. So yeah, I will just actually show you. So, yeah, this is what I do. I call this Mr. Toilet. I came up with that. I don't know how I came up with it, but that kind of looks like the eyes, and then that kind of looks like a smiley face. A bit weird, but yeah, that's what I found. My mum put that because I was playing the pranks on that for ages, and then she played it back on me. I was like, it wasn't actually in here. We actually have another one downstairs. And I was like, going to grab it, and then I just saw that, and I'm just like, whoa, why was that in there? So I'm actually just going to just go back to my stand and then I'll explain the rest. Right, so for the rest of the story, so once I saw the Mr. Toilet thing, I came back out. I was like, I hadn't had the oust. Did I have the oust in my hand? I can't remember. I think I did. I might not have though. So I just came out either with or without it in my hand. I think I had it in my hand. I then came rushing out, and then I was like, why was there a Mr. Toilet prank on the toilet? And then because I thought, did I do that? I was like, I swear I didn't. And then my mum, my dad, and Dulu were laughing, and then I was like, did you pull that? And she was like, yep. My mum was like, yep. And I was like, wow, really? So yeah, I don't think I actually have time for a fourth story, unfortunately, but I think those three will probably satisfy you enough to let out a little giggle, I think. In my opinion, I don't know, because that's what I class as funny, I guess. I don't know what you class it, so thank you very much for watching, and thank you for taking your time out of your day to join us on my channel and click on this video, and hopefully you watched it to its full length. Maybe you did. Maybe you did. Kind of funny. Funny stories video, duh. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video if you decide to tune into that one as well. Bye!